we are Group 5, and Margaret is going to talk about the project topic we chose.
For our project, we chose enhancing virtual reality, and we decided to make it a mental health virtual reality simulation. And now Brooke will tell you about our whole process.
So we spent a lot of time researching and prototyping and trying to come up with the best possible solution to the problem for our users, because we wanted to give them the best possible outcome. And off to Wendy.
In this video, you will have more insights about what we have done, and we hope you guys enjoy this video, and thank you.
Thank you. Hello, I am Hannah Anthony. I'm a junior at Purdue University in construction management technology. My role was to coordinate and divide responsibilities. I want to graduate with a degree in construction management technology, a minor in computer graphic technology, and a certificate in entrepreneurship. Once I graduate, I want to be more on the design side of things, where I can express my creativity, or I want to do more multifamily residential or hospitality projects. My 5-year goal is I want to take on more projects or just bigger ones, and hopefully be able to mentor and intern as well. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Brooke Baus. I am a sophomore at Purdue University. My major is organizational leadership with a minor in political science, and I also plan to get a certificate in entrepreneurship. I plan to graduate in 2023 and find a job incorporating leadership and politics into one. My role in the project was reflection and analysis.
Hi, my name is Margaret Tama. I'm a sophomore in construction management technology at Purdue. I plan to graduate in May of 2023 and then hope to get a job at a general contractor and eventually move up to become a project manager. For this project, I helped collaborate on design ideas and design/create a tangible prototype.
Hello everyone, my name is Van Dijo. I'm a new transfer in video game development and design. This is my first semester in Purdue. I plan to graduate in 2022. After graduation, I want to find a job in an IT company. In this project, I developed the VR software on iPhone and helped build the Carbo VR headset.
Hi everyone, my name is Brooke Baus once again, and I'll be starting us off by talking about our initial research and the first steps we took in our prototyping process. So our first POV statement reads as is: many college students struggle with mental health issues and could benefit from a virtual reality simulation. We plan to interact with this problem by observing psychological spaces and interviewing professionals/people who have struggled with mental health disorders. We will be able to talk to colleagues, friends, and professors about the issue we are observing. Like I kind of mentioned in the POV statement, our stakeholders are people with mental health disorders, CGT professor, and personal contacts that struggle with mental health issues. Our constraints and criteria. Our constraint is requirements and limitations that need to be addressed in order to accomplish a goal. Criteria, what your solution has to do in order to be successful, a measure of our success. Next I'll be talking about our research process, and I'll talk about our literature reviews. Article number 1 is actually one that I read and reviewed. Experts used to worry about virtual reality damaging our brains, but that is not the case so much anymore. Various research has been done to prove this wrong. Many experiments are still in testing. The idea is still very new, but professionals think it could have some positive side effects. I think this one was probably one of our best articles as well, because it talked about what has already been done and what has already been looked at with virtual reality and mental health. It was kind of a common thing to see on Google when we would look up articles that it has already been looked at, and there is harm in it that could make your struggles worse than they already are. But this article was proving the other ones wrong, and this was a very trustworthy site that gave us some good feedback. Article number 2, the author pointed out the common sense that we often discovered ourselves being better at giving advice to a friend, which is also known as the Solomon paradox. Research has shown that the participants are wiser at solving personal problems when they are instructed to consider it from a third person's perspective. This article has implemented a scenario to put this into application by using the embodied method. Article number 3, the solution proposed in this article is to enhance virtual reality to test design principles, ergonomics, safety schemes, access for maintenance, and more. Virtual reality offers a large array of potential uses. Already it has been enlisted to treat people suffering from certain phobias. Exposing people who are afraid of heights to virtual cliff edges has been shown to reduce that fear in a manner much safer than walking along real cliffs. I found this article very interesting as well, personally, because I thought the idea of using it with phobias kind of went hand in hand with our thought process of using virtual reality with mental health. So I got on and did some additional research and found an article about a lady who was afraid of spiders, and she overcame her fear because they weren't real spiders that she was coming in contact with the virtual reality, but it helped her in the long run. This is all I have for the literature reviews, but Hannah will talk next about her interview with her friend. Thank you.
For my portion of the interviews, I decided to interview my computer graphic technology professor to try to get his thoughts on VR just in general. So he works in like the construction industry, or he did his whole life. And so I wanted more just like his thoughts on virtual reality in general than specifically to any type of industry, whether that's healthcare or construction. So he was just asked a series of very generalized questions about virtual reality, about like using VR within the workplace, and about his personal experiences dealing with it.
We ended up interviewing my close friend Olivia. She was comfortable talking about her mental health. She had social anxiety, which started from high school theater. Being herself in theater, she started to get called weird and other names that made her not want to be herself. When she went to college to meet new people, she had sort of an identity crisis, which made her think, should she be herself or just fit in? For social anxiety, she wanted to go to last year's group therapy seminar to help cope with her disorder, but due to social anxiety, she was too anxious to go. She also, during the interview, she also opened up about what virtual reality could do for her and what she would like to see. We asked her a series of questions to help us further our research. Our prototype plans were the function of our prototype will test how effective virtual reality will work with our plan. Our plan is to help people cope with social anxiety through anonymous scenic group therapy sessions. We will test the effectiveness of the prototype by getting feedback from a person with social anxiety. We cannot test realistically how effective the solution will work in reality. We do not have access to these kinds of material to make this tangible. We can test on each other with our prototype to see our virtual reality come to life. We can also test on our friends and people we get permission from to do so. A scenario that might demonstrate our prototype functionality would be setting up a group meeting where social distancing is possible, of course. We will bring our prototype and ask our users to try it and tell us what they think of it. We will ask them what they would like to see from the virtual reality and give them a scene that fits them best. They will try it on and tell us what they think. So this was our first prototype. This was the sketch. So as you see, the rectangular is like a tissue box or some sort of box. There was a cutout, so you could view the phone and it sort of feels like goggles. The cotton balls are around the visual, so it doesn't hurt any of your face. And then there's a slit for your phone to go into. So this is our tangible prototype as described. We tested it out and the phone actually does fit into the slot. So we had the cardboard box, the cotton pads, and paper towels for a cushion for the phone so it would stay upright while using it. Our prototype feedback from the group, they liked the box prototype, but also thought the VR virtual reality the real virtual reality was a good idea. They liked that we took the casual route because there's a stigma against therapy being vulnerable, and we still need to implement the software on the phone to use it in the tangible box. Now up to Wendy.
Hi everyone, my name is Wendy Zhou. In this project, I mainly build the software of our final prototype, and also I help you build the hardware of our final prototype. So here I am to explain to you what we have done for our project at both software level and hardware level. As you can see, our final prototype contains both software and hardware, and it's based on the framework of Google VR Cardboard. As you can see here, it's just a cardboard VR headset. This whole thing is very simple. Here is the nice little slot for us to put on our phones, and here is a small plastic friction modules to prevent our phone from falling out. And here on this side is two nice little lenses for the VR experience, and here are the sponge to enhance the user experience. It's very simple and it's very cheap. Actually, people don't even need to build a cardboard headset like this themselves. Things like this can be bought on Amazon within the price of $5. And I think it's part of our plan that because we actually want to make our final prototype as much accessible as possible. So a cardboard VR headset, it works really well with our choice. Here is the software level of our final prototype. Right now, this software is running on iPhone. It should look 3D once we put it inside the VR headset. So we are in VR environment now. Here's a basic room with some cube that we can interact with. As you can see, the phone is tracking the movement of the user, and when the cursor touches the interactable object, the white circle in the middle grows larger, and the red cube became blue when it's interacting with the user. And we have set up some special cubes. One cube can reveal the sky, and another one can show up the room again. And there's 3 special cubes up there that can change the sky. Here's the pink one. And here's the dark one. This software has demonstrated our prototype is a runnable program on iPhone, and it can have basic interaction with the user. And thanks to Group 6 and our stakeholders, they have been giving us feedback throughout the development. Now I will talk about the next step of our prototype. The first thing we should do is to upgrade our hardware. Right now we are having too many limitations and restrictions. If we only have the cardboard headset and iPhone for our hardware, right now the only input we can have from the user is their head movement, and this makes it very challenging for the user to have more control and interaction with the VR environment. But if we upgraded the hardware with a small remote gamepad, it will be a completely different story, as it will empower our users with more control, and we can embed the input menu. And this will make almost everything else possible with a very reasonable budget. Another thing that would be great to achieve is the multiplayer mode. As we were focusing on the group therapy, so to achieve this goal, we need our software to have the ability to connect users via network. There is already a similar product out there. It's called VR Chat. It's basically a chatting software. It's not fully focusing on the group therapy, but I think our visualization is something close to VR Chat, but we will have more concentration on psychological applications. Also, we will be paying a lot of attention to make sure the scene is relaxing and the chat between users were friendly. We need to prevent hate speech to make users feel they are free from judgment. And that's all for visualization. Thank you so much for listening.